What's up guys, my name is Dychronic here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about this week at Bungie for February 7th, 2019. Today is a day where they talk about Crimson Doubles and Crimson Days, which is going to take place between February 12th to the 19th. If you did not know, it's basically their Valentine's Day kind of holiday. They've been doing this a lot since Destiny 1, and it's basically where you get a lot of the red and black gear. If you haven't got some of the really cool different things they're going to be talking about in this video. For example, last year there's a bunch of really cool stuff, including the Crimson Valor and Crimson Passion, shaders and whatnot, a couple of different ghosts and sparrows and cool stuff, as well as a few emotes and whatnot. So today, this video, we're going to be talking about this week at Bungie, and then very quickly referencing all that is the Crimson Doubles. So the very first thing in this week at Bungie is going to be Crimson Doubles. If you follow this link, you go over to this page, which is going to be all about their blog that happened like 4 hours ago, or I guess 5 hours by this point, where they talked everything about Crimson Doubles. So basically, it's a 2v2 Crucible playlist at the center of the event. That's a Clash playlist, and there's a bunch of cool things. For example, stay close proximity, you get your abilities faster. If you're not near your partner, you get a marker for the other people to see you. So basically, you gotta do a 2v2. It's all about being with your loved one, or whoever it is you want to pair up with. If you just have a really good bud and you wanted to do some Crimson Doubles, you can get some pretty cool rewards. From Shaxx, you're gonna be able to get a bunch of things, including a bunch of different bounties, a bunch of different dailies, and a weekly bounty that will all award certain confectionaries or something, basically the currency of the event. And then this one, they've already said, is going to be the Nightfall. So do the Nightfall with your betrothed or whatever it is. I think you have to pick somebody to be your boy or your girl, and if you do that with that person, you'll get like a big bonus of the weekly and what stuff. So these will award bonuses for doing the dailies and the weeklies, and he can give you some more of this stuff through various means and quests and stuff. It should be pretty clear once you get to the event what you can actually get. First off, they wanted to talk about, this is one of the rewards, the Vow, which is going to be a solar bow. This is obviously in the energy slot. It is the only other solar bow other than the raid bow, which it's escaping me right. The Tyranny of Heaven. So if you wanted to get a different type of solar bow, if you didn't like the Tyranny of Heaven, or you can't seem to get it to drop, there's an opportunity here, and it's also guaranteed to be a max level drop. So if you are a Forsaken player, you can get a power 650 drop from this bow, which is really nice because the last time with the horror story, it allows you to get up to 650 a lot faster, in case you are still wondering about that. And if you do not have Forsaken, it's still something that's available to all players, except for not at 650, obviously. Outside of that, there's a couple of things you can purchase, I believe, from Shaxx. All of these things can be purchased from Shaxx with the hearts. I think confectionery hearts is what they're called. And of course, you get 7 from winning Crimson Doubles, you get 5 from losing Crimson Doubles, and each one of the dailies give you 15, and the weekly gives you, from the Nightfall duel, gives you 75. And then you can spend them on all of these different things. If you did Crimson Doubles last year, you might have a few of these. For example, the Flaunting Dance I already have, so I won't need to buy this. And if you have extra leftover stuff, you can get a Warm-Hearted gift package, which is basically a collection of enhancement cores and all the stuff extra that you would actually need. So if you have extra stuff left over, just spam it on those Warm-Hearted gifts. Outside of that, if you complete all the triumphs, you'll be able to get the Sugary Ghost Shells. If you finish all the triumphs, which they haven't told us about yet, you can actually get this really cool ghost shell that's a chocolate ghost, which is the original chocolate ghost from, I think, the original Crimson Days. So this is definitely something that brings me back. Definitely not a ghost with like the little ghost sheet over the ghost, but it's always really fun to see these coming back anyways. Outside of that, you can see here, like I showed before, this is the list of the drops. Again, it's double drops, so as soon as you get any one of those bright engram drops, you also get a crimson engram at the same time. And each one of these has a chance of dropping any one of these items. In case you're looking for them, you gotta go to Eververse, do it on all of your characters, and see as much as possible if you can get everything on this list. And outside of that, there's a couple of fun little things. Where's that bow one? There's actually not showing the bow one, but apparently there's a new emote, the tiny bow, where you shoot a bow thing and then you just blow a kiss, which is obviously adorable. And then there's this, which is the other bow in the event, which I don't know where it is, honestly. It's, again, not on this list. It might just be a drop from the Crimson Doubles activity. And lastly, if you unlock the Vow, which is that bow, which I think is from Shaxx, you have a discount code to buy this hoodie, in case you were interested. And that discount code is good until February 19th, if you want to go get this special reward. Anyways, that's the end of Crimson Doubles. Let's move on. Moving on to the regular TWAB. Again, this is pretty straightforward. I already told you about this stuff. Firstly, they have a Crimson Doubles Bungie bounty on PlayStation 4. In case you were wondering, it's at this day, this time, and they're going to be showing it on Twitch, which if you end up winning against them, you get a special emblem or whatnot, but it's there if you want. Outside of that, this section basically says, hey, they're nerfing the Titan skating on PC to make it so that you can't do the crazy Titan skating, but you can still kind of Titan boost all over the place. So that's that entire section summed up very quickly. Next up, reading material. Basically the new comic collection book and the Grimoire book. This is a volume 2. So if you're looking for more Grimoire, you have the opportunity to buy the second volume in case you're interested. And these will be available, both of these, on the bookstore and the Bungie store. So if you wanted them, I assume just go to the Bungie store and you should be able to find them. These actually might link directly to, yeah. Okay, so they're 20 bucks and then 25 bucks in case you were wondering. Next up, let's talk about Dr. Bungie. This is obviously the section where they talk about hot fixes, patches, and stuff they're going to be changing. First off, the hot fix that came out yesterday, that came out very quickly, basically fixed an issue where they had to resolve again the issue with the frames disappearing from the ADA frames disappearing from inventory. I've never seen it. I've had other people see it. Next up, Iron Price. If you have any of the Iron Banner bounties, as soon as the next season comes by, they'll be removed entirely from your inventory. So make sure you turn them in. You cannot keep them for powerful rewards or even the next season rewards. So just use them. They're not going to be useful next season. Next up, they're talking about how they're trying to fix the issue with the mold, the key mold on different characters. For some reason, only the first character can get a key mold. That blocked me from getting Izanagi's Burden the first week because I could never get a bountiful bounty, even though I did every single possible daily and weekly possible during that week on my Titan. I never got a bountiful bounty until later, and then I had to get that bountiful bounty and then do the Shadow Throne after that. So you have to do a Shadow Throne and a bountiful bounty at some point, and it really slows you down, and I had to wait 3 whole weeks because of that. And you know, I did have a bountiful bounty on other characters, and it was really annoying. But anyways, let's move on. Again, talking about the Crimson Days event, again, it starts on February 12th, and the only thing you need to complete is the Red War campaign, level 20. And if you want to do the Nightfall weekly, you have to unlock the Nightfall, obviously. A couple of issues with the Welcome to Crimson Days I've already seen before it even started. If you already have the emblem from last year, the Fire of Crimson Days, stow that in your inventory, get rid of it, and then go to Shaxx again, and you should be able to get that milestone started if you have an issue with that. Make sure you claim all the triumphs before the end of the event on February 19, 2019, otherwise they will disappear. Even if you have them completed, you need to claim them. And lastly, in the item collections, if you get an item that was in the Season 2 Crimson Days, they will go there. So if you don't see them in the new Season 5 stuff, that's why they're not there. Anyways, moving on to the last section, movie of the week, as well as a bunch of media down below in case you were interested in a 90 minutes of Destiny lore of The Last Word and Thorn from your boy Bife, the absolute lore nerd. This video, I assume, is pretty good. Bife makes some good stuff. I would highly recommend it in case you're wondering about the Thorn, The Last Word. The stuff came out recently. And this next video, these guys did Argos with only sword damage to the boss. I think they were just using the swords the whole time, and I think it was only 1 break, so that's really, really impressive, and I'd highly recommend you check it out and see what they've got going on. Outside of that, there's a couple of different community showcases they wanted to show, and that is pretty much the end of the video. That's it. That's the video for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. That's the TWAB. Let me know in the comments down below if you had any questions, again, about the Crimson Days. I don't know a ton about it, other than that's written in the TWAB, but that is pretty much it. That's the video for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.